I feel very thankful to you, Patham, for providing me an opportunity to express my views on the topic problems faced by youth and its solutions. Basically, there are five major and minor problems that are faced by youth of nowadays, today, this generation. The first major problem is unemployment. We need not consider why unemployment is occurring, but we need to consider what are the reasons and the solutions that can solve this unemployment. The first solution I can say as the people are getting their education, pursuing their education. As an example, we are pursuing our engineering and then we get a job. Suppose we get a job in one MNC, we get a job in multinational company. How many of we have an aim to serve to India, not to serve to the MNC? We have an intention in our mind to get the money to serve to the MNC, not to serve to India. Another solution of unemployment is that many people are getting recommendations from the ministers and getting the job. If a person is having less aggregate percent, if he is not qualified, but then due to the recommendation of some well-known minister, he gets a job in good company. This leaves behind the good persons. This leaves behind the persons who have good aggregate. They left unemployed, and this is the reason they leave the country. They leave the country India and they go to foreign in search of jobs. Okay, the another problem faced by youth is corruption. According to the recent statistics revealed by UN, India stands first in corruption and second in population. This is not to make fun or not to make joke of India, but this is the statistics revealed by UN. What we can do to avoid corruption? We should think that what we can do to avoid corruption, not how to just ignoring it and leaving it like that. Okay, the another problem is brain drain. Brain drain, most of the youth is moving out of India in search of jobs or in search of education. Maybe most of you sitting here may have an intention to pursue their MS in foreign like US and UK, etc. This leaves India behind. No youth will be left to serve India. Most of the people are moving after completing their education. They are moving to Gulf or US. But we need to think why they are moving to US, why they are moving to Gulf. We need to think about that. They are not getting the opportunities, they are not getting the jobs here, so they are moving. Everyone needs to earn. If a common man, if he has financial problems, yes, he need to earn, he need to support his family, he need to earn, he need to serve his family. So in search of money, in search of job, he moves to US, he moves to Gulf in search of jobs. But India left as it is now, it will be in the future also. Politics has a great impact on the youth, and to a certain extent it has stopped the career. If you have joined politics, you have got to stop studies, or if you have continued studies, you don't need to join politics. But this is not the way. You need to keep it parallel. You need to pursue your studies, and you need to play social role. If I talk about this, I think I don't want to do that. Okay, like suppose there is a verse in Quran, chapter number 62, verse number 2, saying that why do you do a task that is not said? Suppose I do it, I say something. I have said these are problems, brain drain, unemployment, corruption. I want to solve this. I just say, but why I don't do? We must think on this.
The points he made are: number one, unemployment is a major problem in the country. Number two, people prefer to work for multinationals and not for Indian companies. Number three, people who get jobs are getting jobs by political influence and not by merit. So that leaves meritorious people out of the system, and this is not good. Number four, he says India is a very corrupt nation. Actually, he says it is the most corrupt country. So that is a problem number 4. Number 5, he has also spoken about politics, that you must find a way to remain in your whatever career and still be active in a political system. You can't do completely politics, you can't do completely, your own career and education.
You said that why we are going for MNC, for big companies, they are providing us many things. But you should think that MNC exam is provided by our government only. If you pass GATE exam, then you will be qualified for MNC. And in MNC, the one who is roaming on the street will not be eligible for writing that MNC and pass out and working in MNC. They are brilliant peoples. They are excellent peoples who go to MNC. They should be eligible in educational, in everything. That is not a correct way that we should not go to MNC. Because MNC is provided by our government. We are not going from foreign countries, we are not going from other countries. We are going by our countries by pursuing that GATE exam.
IFS, IPS, IAS, IRS, we can take part in that. Instead of MNCs, we can prefer that.
MNCs are providing much better opportunities than these.
Civil services exam, UPSC is also providing the same opportunities. More than that, it's providing more than an MNC. we get lot of exposure when we work at, you must say we get lot of exposure when we work in MNCs, because we have foreign exposure. We suppose if we are working in an MNC, it has a tour, foreign tour, we go to foreign, like that. We have foreign exposure. But if we take the civil service examination, we are concerned to develop India only, India itself.
Sir, as you have said earlier that parents give us pocket money nowadays, and after that we ensure their welfare and something. Sir, I am asking that the organization, that political organization, how is that ensuring our employment, sir?
First of all, you want a job. If you want a job, there has to be an industry. If you want an industry, there must be enough power. In our state, the power capacity, installed capacity is 16,000 megawatts. What is the population of our state? 9 crores. You know what is the installed capacity in Gujarat? 24,000 megawatts. What is the population of Gujarat? 6 crores. Today, if you are a foreign company and you want to set up a factory, where will you set it up? You need power. You need investment. Ultimately, I think you need a government or political leadership that can make this all happen. They must be able to attract investment. They must be able to set up energy. They must be able to create an environment that is economy friendly, that is development oriented. So you basically need leadership and government that will create these jobs and industries in the state. That is how you get jobs.
How violent it has become when youth entered it. What was the following it got when the youth, all the youth wanted to oppose that, wanted to suppose or oppose that that issue. It has a very large, following. So you can say that youth will have the following, and the use of the youth can spread like a fire in a jungle. So the youth is mostly responsible. So that is why we are taking youth in this program. Another example I would like to give you, why youth are not entering the politics. Youth are afraid of politics. I said that because I mean to say youth means our people of our age. We are afraid of politics. We are afraid of the big men over there. We do not get even a chance to, we don't even think of getting a chance over there. Youth are the first persons, I would say, who would promote corruption. Just take a simple real life example. We all are 18 now. It means this month or next month we'll be 18 now. For a license, to apply for license, we'll first go to a broker and pay him the corruption money so that he can get a license for it. The corruption started in our life, starting from this point, from our license issue.
I just want to ask you one thing. Why do you call a broker as a part of corruption? Okay. For applying license, he just helps us to get through the legal part, because as we are 18 and we can't go directly into the legal part, we go through a broker. That's it.
Friend, I would like to say that, have you seen any person applying for a license earlier? Not through a broker. It will take ages to get the license.
My brother said a point that youth are afraid of politics. I partially agree with that. Youth are not afraid of politics. They are unaware of the politics. That's why they are in a step that... That's why they think before taking any step into the politics, because our government or our society or our people are not making us aware about the politicians or politics. What is that about? At the end of 50s and 60s, when we get into it, then we will be able to understand, oh, this is how politics is done.
You mean to say that we are not afraid of politics? See, I would like to say a simple example. Just take a social awareness program. Like the last before Sunday, there was a hackathon. I know that many people would be aware of that. It was a green run. I mean to say that it was awareness of some social issue, of awareness of trees. Not many more people participated in it who were aware of it. How many people would participate if it was a political issue?